So, what are the access modifiers in Java? In Java, there are mainly four access modifiers: public, protected, private, and default. What actually is an access modifier? We know that we can use these keywords called access modifiers with our variables and functions to define kind of how they will be accessed by other classes or subclasses or uh, classes in the same package, subclasses in the same package, classes in the other package, and subclasses in the same package. So so that's how they are categorized into these four kinds depending on how other classes will access them in the same or different packages. So let me explain you this with the help of a diagram. We start with the public access modifier. Let's say we have one package here and this is another package, P2. This is P1 and this is P2 package. Package, we all know it's a namespace in Java. And then in this package, we have a class 1, C11, we can say, because this one is for the package and this one is for the class. C11 has a child C12 and a child C, let's say we call it C111 and C11. Actually, just keep it simple. C12, C, C child 1, let's say, and C child 2. Okay, C1, C2, that's also fine. And then we have another independent class which is called CA1. Okay, and then in the package 2, let's say we have a class C12, 2 corresponds to this package. And then we have C1 and C2 child, like this C1 and C2 here. And then we have a CA2 class here. And let's say this C11 also has a child in this class, which is called C113. And this C12 class also has a child here, which is called C123. C113 and C12. This is this child, this is the child of this class. So what is public? If we have a public integer or a public variable or a function defined in this class, public here, then it means it is accessed by the child classes in the same package, other classes in the same package also, and also the childs of this class in the other package also, and also unrelated classes and their childs in the other class, and everything. So both the any class, doesn't matter if it's a child of C11 or not, in both the packages can access this public member variable or function defined in C11. Now what about protected? If it is defined protected, this member variable or function of this class is protected, PROT, then this protected member variable or function of C11 can be accessed by its childs, also unrelated classes in the same package. So everyone in the same package can access this protected member variable of a class. Doesn't matter if it's a child class or if it's an unrelated class in the same package. But in the other package, only the child of this class can access this. Unrelated classes in the other package cannot access protected member variable. And now what is private? Private, if a member variable or function of a class is private, it means it can be only accessed by this class of course, only this class. Doesn't matter in this package, doesn't matter as child, nobody else can access a private member variable or function of the class C11. Okay. What about default? If a member variable or a function of a class is declared default, it can only be accessed by the classes in the same package. Child classes, unrelated classes in the same package. No class, doesn't matter child or not, can access in the other package. So once again, a default member variable can only or function can only be accessed by classes in the same package. Doesn't matter if they are the subclasses of that class or they are independent classes, but in the same package. And in the other package, no class can access the default member variable of this class, in P1, because even if it's a child of P1 in the package 2, of a class in P1 in the P2 package, doesn't matter, default is only for this package. That's it. So once again, a public member variable or function can be accessed by each class in both packages P1 and P2. It doesn't matter if they are the child classes of the class in P1 or child classes of the P1 class in P2 package or independent package. Every class in P1 and P2 package can access a public member variable or function. A protected member variable or function can be accessed by all the classes in P1 and the child classes of the class in P1, but not the unrelated classes. Like this class cannot, this class can, this class also cannot access protected member function of a class in P1. A private member function of class in P1 package can only be accessed by only that class. No other class of P1 package or P2 package can access the private member variable function. It's only for that class, this one. A default member variable function is only for the whole package. This whole package can access a default member variable function of a class. It doesn't matter the classes in the package are the child of that class or they are independent classes. This P2 cannot access any default member variable function. So I hope it's clear now.